What's up guys, PPD here and welcome to episode 21 of my road to Manchester City. We're starting off this episode by taking a look at our transfer list. We have sold some Danish players and some Switzerland players, and that is because there was a new squad builder, and I think it was for the Tippeligaen player. And there was another squad builder too that required you to have those players. I can't really remember. There's so many squad builder challenges at the moment. But yeah, I cashed out on some of those. We're not really going to complete those challenges because we don't need the players. And after that, we went ahead and claimed our FUT Champions rewards. This time we got Gold 2. That's like the second time in like 5 weeks that we've been playing FUT Champions. And it was very nice to get Gold 2 once again. We also got automatic qualification, which is very nice. Saves me the stress of having to play the daily knockout tournament. And I know it shouldn't be stressful, but I for some reason struggle in that tournament. But we go ahead and open up one of the last loan player packs for the journey. I think I have one more if I'm not mistaken. And then we get the Alex Hunter card. By the way, I should be having that done sometime soon. Hopefully in the next episode we can get the Alex Hunter card because I'm very close to finishing the journey. And we go ahead and open up the second pack right there, our first one of the rewards, and we don't get anything too great, but we do get Batshuayi right there, who I'm going to hold on to just in case Hazard does win Player of the Month, because I have a feeling that if Hazard does win, Batshuayi's price is going to rise a little bit more than what it is right now. So we're going to hold on to him. Wasn't a bad pull. We open up the second pack and we get Felipe Luis, who is a really good pull. And at the time, I thought he was worth like 4,000 to 5,000 coins. It turned out that he was worth 15,000 coins. So that was a pretty good pull right there. We also get some League One players, which at the time I didn't think anything of it, but at the moment there is a new squad builder challenge for Lacazette, and you need a bunch of League One players. You pretty much need like every team, I think. So those players might come in handy if we ever want to do those challenges, because the challenge is forever, I'm pretty sure, just like the Jonas and Jovinko, which is very nice. And by the way, I had to go ahead and quick sell some of the things in my transfer list because I'm at 100 and I can't get more room than that. And the players that we're getting in packs, I want to put them in the transfer list and I can't because it's full. So I had to end up discarding some of the bronze players that I was holding on to as an investment, which looking back on is probably not a good idea. I could have just sent some guys that we packed to the club and then gotten rid of the transfer list space and then send those guys to the transfer list. So that was a bit of a stupid mistake on my part. But we go ahead and open up the last pack, and who do we get? We get ourselves Joe Hart, which is a little bit painful as a City fan because he used to play for City. He's out on loan to Torino and I just miss him so much. But unfortunately, his card on FIFA is at Torino and he will not hold any value to us. But we do get a bunch of fitness cards, which is nice because I have to buy like every week when I play FUT Champions fitness cards for like 700 coins or more, which is, it adds up if you think about it. Every week paying 700 coins for like more than 10 cards, it adds up, and it's very nice to get that from the rewards because it saves me a little bit of money. But then we went ahead and did the Marquee Matchups Challenge, which came out yesterday, I believe, and this one was great because we had the majority of the players. We didn't have to spend too much. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm really loving the way that EA is doing the marquee matchups recently because it is a bit cost effective. And we went ahead and did the USA-Mexico one. And I don't think this one costed us that much because, like I said, we had the majority of the players. Yep, it ended up costing us 4,500 coins, which is very nice. We then go ahead and do the Brazil-Argentina one. And this one also didn't cost us too much, but it did cost the most out of all four. Ended up costing us 5,700 coins because despite it being a lot of players that we had, I had to buy players in different leagues. This one was a little bit challenging for a while for me, so I had to buy some players that were expensive, Lucas being one of them. So that is why we spent 5,700 coins on that. We then go ahead and do the Wales and Serbia one, which costed us the least out of all four. Only costed us 2,300 coins, which is very good. The good thing about this is that we only needed one Serbian and one Welsh player, so we could have just used a bunch of English players, which is what I did. and it was enough, which is absolutely perfect. I would have perfect. I would have done the Algeria-Nigeria one as soon as I finished the Wales and Serbia one, but I was going to end up using English players that I wanted to use for the Wales and Serbia one, so it would have like messed me up. So I said, you know what, let's go open up the packs, submit that all in, and then I'll do the Nigeria-Algeria one. Which, by the way, how is that a marquee matchup? I mean, it's probably a big game for them, like Nigeria and Algeria, but out of all the possible marquee matchups they could have done, it was a bit of a surprise to see Nigeria, Algeria, and Wales, Serbia. But I think EA is doing that on purpose, throwing curveballs at us so people can't predict it. But we do go ahead, open up the pack. We got an American player right there who is actually a good pull because he does go for like 2,000 to 3,000 coins because of the marquee matchups. So I was pretty happy with that. We made some coins back on that. And we go ahead and open up the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. Who do we get? We get ourselves Pablo Zabaleta, and I was pretty happy with this, even though he's not worth much, because now we can sell the one that we bought and have Zabaleta as a first owner, which I know isn't much, but it's nice to have a pack pulled card that we're going to be keeping forever. And I honestly can't see Zabaleta getting an inform, but if he does, I guess I will end up selling it. But yeah, we get ourselves a city player, which doesn't happen too often, where we've opened so many packs and we really haven't gotten much city players. I think we got Adarabioyo, Sane. There was another one we got too, but yeah, we haven't had too many city players. We opened up the last pack though, and we get ourselves Howades, who isn't a bad center back to get for a Bundesliga team. Unfortunately, he doesn't get anything, but look at the end of the duplicates, and we got another city player, Sanya, this time around. So once again, going to go ahead and send the, not Thiago. Thiago, by the way, goes for a lot of money because of the marquee matchups and because of one of the hybrid things where like Brazil is a good option to use. And he goes for like 3,000 coins, which is a lot for a player who normally wouldn't go for that much. So yeah, Sanya, I'm going to sell the one I bought and have the first owner one in our club. And he's another player that I really don't think would get an inform. But if he does, we're going to sell him. So we go ahead and do the Nigeria and Algeria one. And this one was actually perfect for us because if you guys remember, I did invest in a bunch of Nigerian players, but not because of this. I thought Victor Moses was going to get a special card, and he didn't end up getting it, but I held on to the Nigerian cards, and it ended up paying off because we had to use it for the Nigeria-Algeria marquee matchup. So that was pretty funny to me, and it actually happened with the Mexican thing too. I invested in a bunch of Tigres Monterrey players. It didn't end up happening, but a Mexico-USA one came out, and I was still able to use the players I invested in. So I invested in something for some reason. It doesn't end up happening for that, but it ends up working for something else, which is kind of funny in my opinion. We go ahead and open the pack though. We get ourselves another ex-City player, this time Balotelli. What a character he is. And personally, I think that Balotelli's the best moment in his career at like a club he played for was at City. He didn't do much at Liverpool. He didn't do much at Milan. He didn't exactly do amazing at City. But I feel like the best club he was at was City. Like, he played the best at City. I mean, he's doing pretty good for Nice at the moment, so I guess you can argue that that's the best club he's done at. But very nice pull to get because, like I said, there is a League One thing, so Balotelli could come in handy at some point if we ever want to complete that challenge. We do go ahead and open the last pack, and we do get some Danish players, but I don't think they sell for anything anymore because they're so common. And after that, we go ahead and take a look at the transfer list. And like I said, Johnson does end up selling for 2,000. Thiago sold for 3.5, which is very nice. And then I went ahead and sold off a bunch of players. I said I would be doing this because I'm scared of the crash that is coming. And I got rid of a bunch of players that didn't make the starting lineup for me, but I used as subs. And I said, you know what? For subs, I'm going to be using cheaper alternatives. So that's why we got rid of a bunch of City players, by the way. Don't worry. Once the crash does happen and their prices go down, I will be buying them back. So that is what we're going to be doing. And this is the game plan, by the way. For this weekend league, I'm going to be using the team that you're looking at right now on the screen. And then for the next weekend league, I'm going to be using a way cheaper Premier League team. So I'm probably going to be bidding farewell to Company too because he's pretty expensive. I don't think anybody else is too expensive, but I probably will end up selling some players because I want to get as many coins as I can before the crash happens. And then once it does happen, we can invest all those coins that we have back into the team and save a bunch of coins than if we just kept all the expensive players and lost a crap load of money. So that is what we're doing. We head into a Division 9 game, and Divisions is something I want to talk to you guys about, by the way. I do want to win Division 1 or try to win Division 1 at some point in this series because I wasn't able to do it last year. I took way too long to get to Division 1, and by the time I got to it, I wasn't really good enough to win it in the time that was left of the game. So I want to get to it way sooner than last year, and the way of doing that for now, the only way I can see me doing that is if I play a bunch of games off screen. Now, I know how that may be a problem for you guys because you want to see me progress through the divisions, but I'm playing so much FUT Champions that I really don't have time to show you guys the division games because it would just, like, the majority of the episodes would just be gameplay, and I don't like doing all gameplay videos. So this is what I think I'm going to be doing, by the way. Oh, by the way, this game is a Division 9 game, and if we win, we secure the title because we already secured promotion because I did end up playing some games off screen. And the reason why I think I'm going to keep doing that is because if I progress through the divisions off screen, we will be in Division 1 way sooner, and it's just better for you guys, I would think. And then we can just continue playing FUT Champions and earning the rewards from that. So what I'm going to be doing is playing a bunch of games, and then when there comes a game that I can either win the title or secure promotion, I'm going to show you guys that game. So that is what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be playing like the first game of the division or the second game of the division. Those games that do mean something, but I don't win anything if I win, if that makes sense. So that is what I'm going to be doing going forward. But this game, we have a 3-0 lead, now a 4-0 lead. Eriksson scores a free kick, and we're just cruising by our opponent over here. Can't really expect much. It is Division 9, but it will get harder. I heard things about Division 6 that's tough, so that's a bit surprising to me because I don't think in past FIFAs Division 6 was exactly hard, but apparently it's pretty hard these days, so that is going to be interesting to see. And by the way, do you guys think that free kicks are way easier to score this year? Because I have, like, that free kick with Eriksson, I really didn't think it would go in. And I kind of feel like free kicks are easier to score if you can, like, get used to them. But maybe that's just me, but I think they're easier to score than last year. And by the way, I've been practicing the driven shot or whatever it's called in the journey. That's a good thing about the journey too, that I've been able to practice mechanics that I haven't really done before in the game. And the driven shot is definitely one of those. And I think I got better at it because we do end up scoring once or twice in this game thanks to the driven shot. But Eriksson makes it 6-0 right there. That pretty much just, well, the game was sealed at 4-0, I guess. And we are going to end up winning this game, securing the 3 points that gives us the title. And that is very nice. So we will be playing divisions off screen. Hopefully you guys can understand that. But I will be showing the decisive games. And we're going to jump into FUT Champions in the next episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This has been episode 21 of my road to Manchester City. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Pibideed, and I'm out.